Where is he now? Agent Torres whispered, glancing at the empty chair across the interrogation room. Who? The rookie officer asked, frowning. Vitel'Homme Innocent, Torres said, his voice tight. The Haitian gang leader. One of the most dangerous fugitives we've tracked in years. And now he's off the FBI most wanted list. The room fell silent. You're kidding, the rookie said. Why would they remove him? He's still a threat. Exactly. That's the concern. This isn't about safety. It's about strategy. Tactical recalibration. They don't want the public panicking, but he hasn't been caught. He's still out there. Somewhere in Port-au-Prince, a shadow moved through a narrow alley. Innocent's eyes scanned every corner, every reflective surface. He knew the world was watching, but he had learned to move in the cracks. Back at headquarters, Torres and his team pored over case files. He's been linked to at least 5 high-profile crimes in the last 2 years: armed robberies, drug trafficking, multiple assaults. Witnesses say he's ruthless, yet calculated. Then why remove him from the list? Another agent asked, rubbing his temple. Torres pulled up a digital map. Could be cover. Could be politics. Could be resources. But removing him publicly doesn't reduce the danger. It shifts it. When people think the threat is gone, they let their guard down. That's when he thrives. A phone buzzed. Torres answered. What do you have? A crackling voice replied. Local intel reports unusual activity near Carrefour. Movements that match Innocent's known patterns. He's recruiting again. Torres's jaw tightened. So he's still active. Still dangerous. And the public doesn't know it. 2 weeks later, Innocent sat in a dimly lit safe house, speaking on a burner phone. Do they still think I'm gone? He asked, voice low, almost amused. They removed you from the list, a subordinate replied. Feds think it lowers attention on you. He smiled. Let them think that. Ignorance is their weakness. Let them believe it's over. It's never over. Back in the US, the team dissected his psychological profile. Look at this, Torres said, pointing to a chart. He's strategic, manipulative, always 2 steps ahead. The removal from the list could be a miscalculation by authorities, or a tactical move to flush him out. Either way, the public is in danger. How? Asked the rookie. Because the crimes he commits are not random. They're deliberate. They're meant to instill fear. He thrives in chaos. And now, without the spotlight of the FBI list, there's less scrutiny, less pressure on his network. That's dangerous for everyone. An informant arrived, sweaty and nervous. He's planning something big, he whispered. Something that could hit multiple neighborhoods at once. Details, Torres demanded. Not sure yet, the informant said. He's always 3 moves ahead. But he's moving fast, using new faces, different routes, even international contacts. That's what happens when someone like Innocent knows the authorities are watching, selectively. Removing him from the list doesn't make him safer. It just gives him room to maneuver. In Port-au-Prince, Innocent reviewed the latest intel from his own eyes and ears on the street. Every move they make tells me where they fear me, he muttered. Let them remove me from their lists. Let them think it's a victory. But I am still here. I am still in control. A young recruit hesitated. But sir, the Americans, they're still hunting you, right? Innocent's eyes narrowed. Hunting is what they call it. What I call it is opportunity. Back in the US, Torres prepared a briefing for the FBI. This is not just about a wanted list. This is a public safety issue. Innocent's removal could be interpreted as reduced threat, but it's not. It's tactical recalibration. That's why we cannot afford to underestimate him. An agent asked quietly, Do we have a lead? Torres shook his head. Only fragments. Only patterns. But we do know one thing. Innocent thrives in shadows. And until he's caught, those shadows are everywhere. In a darkened apartment, Innocent laughed softly as he traced his finger over a map of the city. They think I'm gone. They think it's safe. They will learn too late. A knock at the door made him pause. He didn't flinch. He never flinched. Not anymore. Torres closed the briefing with a stern warning. The removal of Vitel'Homme Innocent from the FBI most wanted list does not signify a reduced threat. It's a strategic move, and that's why we cannot afford to underestimate him. Danger does not always announce itself. Sometimes it waits in the shadows until it's too late. The rookie looked at him, wide-eyed. So, we're basically saying he's still the same threat. Torres nodded. Exactly. And this time, he's more elusive than ever. Outside, the city carried on, unaware. But in the corners, in the alleys, in the hidden spaces between surveillance and security, Innocent moved like a ghost. Untouchable. calculated, waiting. A week later, reports came in of a violent gang clash near downtown Port-au-Prince. Witnesses claimed a figure matching Innocent's description was seen orchestrating operations, directing members with precision. Agent Torres stared at the report. "See," he murmured. "Still active. Still dangerous. And the public doesn't even know it." The rookie swallowed hard. "So, removal from the list, it's like a blindfold." Torres's gaze hardened. "Exactly. And that blindfold could cost lives." Innocent watched news footage from another country where his associates had caused chaos. He smiled. "Every move the authorities make, every list, every notice, they only make me stronger. Let them think I'm gone. Let them lower their guard. It will all be their mistake." The room was silent except for the quiet hum of electronics. Innocent leaned back. Because when you play in shadows, the shadows always win. A city sleeps while one man remains a phantom. Removed from lists, erased from public alerts, yet still a threat to anyone in his path. The question lingers. When the authorities recalibrate, who truly remains safe? The tension is unbroken. Innocent's shadow stretches across borders, communities, and minds. The world believes he may be gone, but he is only waiting, calculating, and preparing his next move. No arrest, no capture, only unanswered questions and a lingering fear. And as Agent Torres repeats to himself, almost like a mantra, he hasn't disappeared. He has only become invisible. And invisible is dangerous. The story is far from over.